2021 Four Winds 22E on the Chevy chassis V8. It's 24.5 foot long, and I'll go all the way around it and talk about the inside next. It has a nice strong door. I believe it's a 14-foot awning that comes out. All the controls is right here. So it goes from stuff for the floor to lights for just the front dining area. I'll go more in the inside in a little. This now is for the outside, the lights at the foot steps right there. This one is for the lights at the awning, and then this one is for the awning, and it doesn't come out if the car is on. There's GFCI switches, and it goes out like this. Alright, so our RV, it's December now, and we've been using it a lot, and we put it down for a little bit, a few weeks now. We got it in August, and that area is for the fridge, the outlet where it drains out, and this is for the propane. It's still going out, and once it goes out, there's a little thing that comes, you can flip all the way over. It's kind of too tall for me to reach, but we can lower it with one of these so it drains. And I wouldn't advise to keep it up if there's a lot of wind, and it normally needs to be slanted on one side is good enough. And normally once I pull it down, they said not to push it up, just it can go back in just like that. You don't have to adjust it back, just turn it back in. Alright, let me see the top part there drop down. Alright, so let me keep going around some more. This is another GFCI outlet. They only come on if the generator is on, or shorepower, the window, and it also has an exit there. Little clips that hold up these doors. And this is the, I believe, a 50 cubic foot trunk. We have a lot of stuff in there. We have our inflatable boat, fans, couple carriage, a few other things. I love my toolbox bringing it, and we put our other stuff over here. So it's pretty big, and it has two lights in there too. And how big it is, I can climb in here all the way in, and I'm not even in all the way in the back yet. Whoops. Always watch out for this one. This is a ladder. It tows, says 8,000 pounds, and it has a bumper here where you can put the sewer hoses. A rear view camera, and this is what the top looks like. It's 13, I would say 12 foot. I measured it to the top. There's a little solar outlet there. Two of these vents open up in the back, and there's one in the front. There's a winegard in the front too. And this is for the shower. I can stand up, and I'm 6 foot tall. My head would go up there. Alright, so on this side, sewer hose go all the way in there. Make sure to let out the ear, because they won't go in if they're like trapping ear in there. This is a sani flush. It flushes out the black water, which is the toilet water. You can connect regular hose to it, and it flushes out. It shouldn't be closed up when you're flushing it, because that can create problems. This is for the city water. You can put your filter on your whichever end and connect it there. Unleaded gas. This is 30 amp. 30 amp here, and it lights up too. This is for, and like I said, these little clips are nice. You can hook it on. Make sure it hooks fine so it doesn't drop and squeeze you or something. Alright, so this is the black water lever here. Always do that first, and this turns this way, and this is for the gray water. And it's labeled there too. Cable for the water heater. It has a water heater in there that comes on either on propane or the generator. This is for the internal heater. Don't blot these. And this is the Cummins 4000 generator. The oil is changed. I just recently changed the oil at 100. Flip these up and then you just jiggle it up a little bit. Mainly my both hands, and it just comes right off like that. A little front. It should be always on. It doesn't overheat. It should be always on. It actually circulates the heat. This is to prime it, so it sucks the fuel from the car engine. So the regular gas that you put in here, it uses that gas too. This is to prime it. This is for the oil. Normally, and there's a breaker in the back right here, if you see a little flip, so that would shut off the breaker to the RV. I normally use the inside breaker instead. Let me start it up. First we hold down the primer, and then the red light, and let's try it now. Some people hold down for longer. I'll try priming it a little longer. We haven't used it in a little while. So priming, and hold on to it now. Now it's on. Providing that the breaker is on, there should be power inside, and providing the inside breaker is on, I should be able to power the AC, the inside water heater. This is for fresh water, and I can power the microwave. So let's go inside. These windows open too. I'll finish. I just heard a beep, so it normally kicks in. I guess I left the breaker on. It's one of the breakers should be off. I normally leave this off, you know, so it's not too much power coming in. But after a few seconds, 20 seconds, everything chips in. So this is inside the RV. That's the driver area. I put down a little mat. I turn off the airbag there. Nice, comfortable area. Up here is a bed that's 500 pounds. This lifts up for whatever reason, if you want more head space when you're bending down here to go forward and backwards. But it seats, it has a little storage area here. A little storage area and cup holders over there. And this window, of course, opens up. You know. There's lights up here that come on. It's a nice area here. The TV comes on too, and I can pick up either cable channel or wireless channel from the antenna up on top. There's storage here, starting from the front. There's a alarm here. I'm gonna go ahead and test it. Smoke alarm. Okay, alright, my ears. Alright, always test that. Television on. There's some outlets up here and storage space. The controls now up here, these show the levels, show engine time to start the generator and to stop it, like the other switch too. These are not functional in this model. This one is for regular water. I'm not sure if the labels are switched around, but when I put it on here, it turns on the pump that would pump water that's already stored, which is actually underneath that chair there. And to check that level of the water, it's actually empty right now. This is for fresh water. Let's see if I can focus it a little better. Gray water, black water, fresh water. So these two are not good to be full. The sensor very sensitive. Fresh water empty. Battery full. gas, the LPG or the propane is almost full. This is for if I want to make my water heater off 110 volt, it heats up very quickly, or the gas. And the gas is right here again. And you take it to one of the gas places and they'll fill it up for you, and you'll see stuff oozing out here, and that's the time when it's filled, and this turn it on. And this is the level, another level that you can check to. There's a battery underneath here. I'm not gonna open that. And this folds out into a bed that goes all the way across. So this cushion would be in the middle. This would fold all the way down. And push it down, and I can just wiggle these out of the way. This one now. Lift it up a little bit. Get out my USB. So there it is. Another bed. And I was doing that with one hand. And it feels comfortable. Or I could, actually I did it the wrong way. These should be at the end. No wonder I did it with one hand. So like, so for the sake of the video, I won't go through because I'm holding it with one hand too, but anyway, it stretches out to a bed, and down here you can store stuff. There's a plug here, there's sensor here too for the carbon monoxide, cup holders, alright, fire extinguisher. Where else? Did I miss anything? Alright, there's a sink here, and water can come through there. There's different little things on it to do the water, and it pulls all the way out and stuff. Hot water too and whatnot. There's a little container, drawer here. And these drawers, they have a little mechanism underneath that gets stuck sometimes that you have to pull out. I'll show you a video of how to do that. Oh, and this comes out too for another extra, you know, and you have a cutting board. Now this stove, you can, a nice area to work with on here, and you can open it up and you have your propane there and the gas, you know. Okay, and this is a storage area. We store stuff, pantry, like pots. That's the thing I was talking about, which is actually a nuisance. So I'll make a video on how to actually do that, but close that one. And this is extra storage. This is the control panel, the circuit breakers. Sometimes if something, it can trip a fuse, most likely the circuit breaker, just to turn it off and on. My stove, microwave, like a regular microwave, works the same. More storage up top. Freezer. I put ice packs in there to speed up if I haven't been using it for a while, and it either runs on electric or gas, you know, and it'll still be on even if you take off the gas, as long as you set it on. And this is the lower area. And this is the queen size bed. Some USB charging port that comes on whenever it likes. I haven't figured that out. My wife got this little thing to hide the sunlight because it gets really bright from the sunlight, and these open up too. let in some fresh air, and there's a fan on this one for when you're cooking. You can get out the air. And these lights come on with this switch. No. And there's some reading lights up here too. This is for the heater. You'll turn on the heater, heat up the RV, and the heat air come out of here. And so you don't want to block that. Above here, there's a little storage area here. There's storage area up here. Storage area up here. Storage area up here. And these lights you can turn on manually. And there's a USB port here. Okay. Standing back, it looks like that. Nice walking around area. Alright, closet. No lights in the closet. We got these little, my wife got these little lights that you just press it and they'll turn on. And it fits a lot of our clothes, actually. And down here a little extra drawer we put the baby stuff. More storage. Storage. And this one you have to close one to open the other. And there's a thing for privacy there. Can close off the bedroom a little bit. And the bathroom now. So the bathroom, pressing it a little bit, let in a little bit of water so you can flush it, or a lot opens up the area there. There's a GFCI switch in here. Lights again. So the lights and the fan. And this opens up as well. The shower, nothing's opens up here, little spaces there. The shower fits me, and it has hot water or cold, and it has a little button here that if you want to stop the water without running out of water. And so I'm 6 foot, almost 6'1", and my head would touch this little part, but not in the middle. So outside will look like this. Okay, front dash has some stuff in here. This one for us wasn't working. The 120 volt was not working when we got it. So I'll have to talk to the dealer about that. There's a little button here in case you run out of power. You can emergency start it with extra to give you enough to start back your engine. And the generator shuts off at about right here. What's that? 1/4 the gas. So watch out for that. The generator will automatically stop. So if you're leaving, you know, you need your generator to be on while you're gone or something, and just keep track of the gas. AC. AC comes on very loud. I guess that's standard for most RV. And this can close it. One end, if someone's sleeping up here, it would get really cold. So you can close it like that. There's high, low, fan, which is not super cold, and then off. And turning off the generator, just want to make sure all the load is off for at least 30 seconds to a minute, and then you can you can turn it off or on from here. And that's it.